What is up, YouTube people? Namdad here, bringing you a walkthrough slash preview, whatever you want to call it, of Injustice: Gods Among Us, the brand new fighting game from NetherRealm Studios, who brought you Mortal Kombat and, well, Mortal Kombat. But before I get into the video and showing you the game and talking about the game, I do want to say that the intro you saw at the start was done by RavenProDesign, and the YouTube link to their channel will be in the description below, along with the website, and you yourself can go and download all kinds of different intros for your videos thanks to RavenProDesign. And all you gotta do is just give credit where it's due. Don't say it's yours, don't say you made it, because you didn't, and they're amazing. So now that that's out of the way, thank you RavenProDesign for allowing me to download and use it. It really helps me because I am definitely not a techie kind of guy when it comes to that stuff. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself and rambling. Let's talk Injustice: Gods Among Us. Now, like I said before, this is the new game from NetherRealm Studios, and since it's a demo, the only options I have is split screen and battles. So we'll go into battles. We'll show you the character select screen, or lack thereof, honestly. So you'll get Wonder Woman, Batman, and Lex Luthor. I'm going to play as Batman because it's freaking Batman. And if you're not playing as Batman, play as Batman. That's all I gotta say. It's freaking Batman. You get to play as Batman. Alright. Batman. Oh, see, she even said it too. Isn't that wonderful? So I'm going to go on easy just so I can show you the game and hopefully beat the demo, because it'd be quite embarrassing to not beat the demo on easy, because I do want to show you the full fight up to Doomsday and after while talking. But I do want to say that talking and playing a fighting game is actually kind of hard. So if I suddenly stop talking, it's probably because I'm trying to either survive or concentrate on what I'm doing. But let's get into what is different from Mortal Kombat as you watch the entrance for Batman and Wonder Woman. So once the game starts, I'm going to actually pause it right away to show you probably one of my favorite features of Injustice: Gods Among Us. So I'm not going to actually begin, and I'm going to show you what happens when you pause. So right here you can see the quick reference of Batman's main moves. So his straight grapple, sky grapple, batarang, up batarang, slide kick, blah 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 blah. That's not what I want to show you. That's just cool for a quick reference, hence quick reference. What I do want to show you is when you hit move list. Over here you have your basic attack, your combo attack, special moves, and the character power, which I will get into a bit later. But let's say that there's just a few combos you want to try piecing together, but you keep forgetting what the actual button input is. And what the guys at NetherRealm did that I think is brilliant is now you can tag moves to your HUD, which will appear right under your health bar. So all you got to do is you can go, it doesn't matter where you go here. I'm just going to go to combos because that's the point of a fighting game, is to constantly combo. And so I'm going to pick a few that I think are, you know, worthwhile, that'll help me. So I'm just going to press triangle. You'll see a little star appear. You can have up to 6 at any given time. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to, let's do high-tech darkness, Cape Crusader, and let's do Winged Avenger. And so now when I go back into the game, as you see, right under my health bar is the moves. So I can do Vengeance, I can do High Tech, Darkness, Cape Crusader, and Winged Avenger. So it's very easy to figure out how to do it. If you forgot, you can quickly just look up. It really helps a big chunk when you're trying to combo or just struggling with different kinds of moves that you're trying to do. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, some key differences, I should say, but in the control scheme when it comes to Injustice: Gods Among Us. Now I will pause because I don't want to stutter or pause, and I just want to quickly explain to you before I get into continuing fighting Wonder Woman. So one of the key differences is the block button is no longer there. You do not have to press a button to block. It is simply holding back like in almost every other fighting game. There is no need to press a button, you just hold back. The other big difference is that the face buttons, so your square, triangle, circle, X, no longer act as high punch, high kick, low kick. Instead, X, square, and triangle act as your low, medium, and high buttons, which makes comboing a lot simpler and more fluent for me personally. And circle is what they call a character power, and every character of course has their own power. So Batman actually brings forward mechanical bats that stay around him, and if you press circle again, it'll throw all three at them to continue a combo or finish a combo. Or if you press down in circle, you create a bat swarm or a shield. So now that I've gotten some of the controls out of the way, let's actually go into a fight and talk about some of the very cool interactive backgrounds and transitional stages that the game offers. So when you get to a certain part of a stage, on the top left corner you'll see the flashing R1 button. I'm trying to avoid well, Wonder Woman did what I was going to show you. Thank you, Wonder Woman. God. So, as you saw, she picked up the trash can and smashed me across the face with it. And there are all kinds of different interactive backgrounds that you can do. So, you jump up and you can press it, R1, and he'll throw the sign at her. Oh, this is a wager. Now this I have to explain to you because it's also kind of confusing, but the way it works, and I'm actually going to pause and probably edit this in the actual video. So I have no clue how you actually start a wager. It for me seems to be almost random. But what happens is you get this cool little clash between the two characters. They each have their one-liners, and then you wager how much of your super meter you're willing to give up to get some sort of advantage, either to do some damage, regain some health, or continue into some sort of combo. And depending on how much you wage against the opponent is determining who wins. So square, X, triangle, and circle all depend on how much you're willing to sacrifice to get some sort of advantage. Now let me show you interactive transitions or transitional stages. The majority of stages in Injustice Gods Among Us do have transitions, so all you gotta do is you hold X, back and X if Wonder Woman will let me do it, and you get this very cool cinematic transition that'll let you see. And now we're back to more interactive backgrounds that we can, Batman can jump off that. If you go to the helicopter, you can see if she gets close, I can punch her into it and then start a combo, which clearly I haven't done. And there you go. So I believe there's only one side per level. So in the roofs of Gotham, you can actually only do the interactive on the right side. And when you're at the bottom street, you can only do it on the left side. And since we don't get multiple stages in the demo, I can't see if that's actually true, or if some levels doesn't matter which side you're at, as long as you do it, you do it. Now that I've been Wonder Woman, we'll move on to, I think, Lex Luthor. And I'm going to just kind of let the fight play out and talk just slightly about juggling and then the super meter, and by then you should kind of get a good grasp at what Injustice is like, or, you know, just an idea, and then we'll see Batman and Doomsday. Yes, you should, Lex. Begin. So, a lot of moves start, as you can see, some sort of juggle. Now, in Mortal Kombat, juggling wasn't necessary for comboing, but it definitely helped. So, There, see? So his darkness, his back square square X, starts into a combo. Now, like I said before, it's sometimes a little hard to talk and fight when you're concentrating on doing a combo, but it starts a juggle, which you can continue with the interactive background depending on the stage. Now, I'm going to let him beat me up a bit because I want to explain to you the super bar or super meter that you see on the bottom left, which acts just like a X-ray bar from Mortal Kombat. So the way it works is the more you get beat up, the more you do damage, the more meter it will build up. Now Lex is being very stupid and not attacking me, but that's okay because it's on easy mode. And just like in Mortal Kombat, you can use your bar for EX moves or certain cancels. So that part is very similar and very identical to Mortal Kombat. Now I'm going to show you the super power that each character has, specifically Batman. And what you do is you simply, just like with an X-ray from Mortal Kombat, you press L2 and R2 at the same time and you do a cool super move or super power using up all your meters. So here's Batman. And some of them can get really crazy. They've showed stuff from... Oh, here's wager again. And see, I can't even wager anything, so I'm going to automatically lose this wager. And he got 30% health regen. Again, I'm not sure how you actually start a wager. But I'm hoping that that's explained when the full game comes out. Let's just end this match. So, Injustice Gods Among Us is quite similar to Mortal Kombat, but it's also pretty different in the sense of the interactive backgrounds, the transitional stages, and of course the actual control layout and pinning the moves to your HUD. But one of the coolest parts of Injustice is definitely the story. If you haven't been following the comic book, you really should if you're interested in the story, because it's almost like a prologue to what this game is going to be all about. And you can get that on digitally only right now, so if you have an iPad, or I believe the comic app is on Android. And again, just trying to concentrate. Hard to talk when alright. So the story is actually quite interesting, and you know, one of the first things that happens in the comic in the first issue, which I won't spoil too much. But you find out that Superman with Lois Lane is pregnant, or Lois Lane is pregnant with Superman's child, and something bad happens that causes Superman, again, I'm just trying to concentrate, causes Superman to go AWOL and completely crazy. With, you know, good reason for what actually happened. And from that point on, it's just a constant struggle of Superman trying to do good while also being kind of bad and causing this complete chaos among the Justice League and the heroes and villains throughout the DC universe. And that's where this Injustice Gods Among Us comes from. Now I'm going to try with this final battle for Doomsday to let him do his superpower on me. I believe that's what they're called. Actually, I can quickly check because I probably should have. Scroll down. Their super move. Okay, so I'm gonna let hopefully Darkseid build up his meter and use his super move because it's honestly kind of funny, especially considering that I'm playing as Batman. So let's beat him up a bit because he's bad and Superman's good. So he activated his character power, which is a super armor, I believe, and it literally doesn't let him be able to get juggled. So and again, I stopped talking because I'm concentrating on trying to build up his meter, but he keeps canceling, so it's kind of annoying because I'm trying to. Oh, and I just missed with that. So let's just. Well, there you go. He just comboed me into a transition, which is probably one of the best ways to go into a transition, is if you're going to go into a combo. And hopefully, and he wasted his super meter. So I'm going to let him beat me up some more while I build up his meter a bit by just pressing and he again block his, like, he keeps using his meter. I really want to show you his superpower or super move. So come on, Doomsday, do your thing. See, I can do mine again, but you've already seen mine, and his is very cool. So maybe I can hurt him enough that I don't kill him but build his super meter. Okay, here we go. If I do this carefully. Okay, now he should be able to beat me. Oh my god, he used his super meter again. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to show you Doomsday's super move, but it's very cool. You can look it up online. And we're going to end this with the good old classic Batmobile to the run over. Or Batmobile let him run over. A nice knee to the face. A batarang, and oh, backflip. And there you go. That was the Justice God Injustice. I keep making that mistake. It's Injustice Gods Among Us demo, playthrough, preview, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, and quick rundown. So you can pin moves to your HUD. There's no more blocking. There are interactive backgrounds, transitional stages, and juggling is key. So again, I thank you for watching my preview. I hope you have a great day, and I'm going to leave you with the trailer for Injustice Gods Among Us.
Must I remind you of my superiority?
Lighten up, will ya?
Stay down. Wakey, wakey! Catch me if you can. You're mine, Sinestro.